बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम फ़बिअय्यि आलाइ रब्बिकुमा तुकज़्ज़िबान। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अल्लाह ताला इस आयत मुबारका में जिन्नों और इंसानों से सवाल करते हैं कि तुम अपने रब की कौन कौन सी नेमतों को जुटलाओगे। अल्लाह ताला ने हम पर बेहद बेशुमार इनामात किए हैं। हमारे लिए ज़मीन से तरह तरह के अनाज उगाए, आसमान से बारिश बरसाई, हमें देखने के लिए आँखें, सुनने के लिए कान, बोलने के लिए ज़ुबान दी। हमारे लिए मुमकिन नहीं हम अल्लाह ताला के इनामात को शुमार कर सकें, इसलिए हमें उसका हुक्म मानने वाला और शुक्र अदा करने वाला होना चाहिए, क्योंकि हमारे पास जो भी है अल्लाह का दिया हुआ है। अस्सलामु अलैकुम स्टूडेंट्स, I am Hamadur Rahman from DPS Lahore. It's our lecture number 9th of class 9th biology. In our previous lecture, we start chapter number 2, which is solving a biological problem. First of all, a short recap of our previous lecture. Students, in our previous lecture, we discussed what is biological method, explanation about biological problem, and steps for solving a biological problem. Now, objectives of our today lecture. Students, in our today lecture, we will discuss malaria as an example of biological method, Ronald-Rose experiment, and the results of Ronald-Rose experiment. Study of malaria, an example of biological method. Introduction to malaria. Students, malaria is common disease in many countries including Pakistan. Malaria consists of two Italian words, malaria, mala and area. Mala mean bad, area mean air. Malaria has killed more people than any other disease, so it's become a major biological problem. In ancient times, more than 2000 years ago, physicians were familiar with malaria. Malaria is a disease of chills and fever with recurring attack. Other symptoms of malaria are headache, nausea, diarrhea, etc. Observations of malaria in ancient times are: disease was more common among people living in low marshy areas. Marshy area is a low-lying land that is usually saturated with water and is dominated by herbaceous plants. It was thought that stagnant water of marshes poisoned the air, and as a result of breathing in this bad air, people got malaria. The belief led to the name of the disease. For further clarification of the observations, some volunteers drank stagnant water from the marshes. They did not develop malaria. Medicines for treating malaria. In 17th century, when America was discovered, many plants from America were sent back to Europe to be used as a medicine. The bark of a tree known as quina was very suitable for curing fever. It was so beneficial that soon it was impossible to carry enough bark to Europe. Some dishonest merchants began to substitute the bark of another tree known as cinchona, which were closely resembled quina. This dishonesty proved much valuable for mankind. Cinchona is beneficial for malaria due to the presence of quinine. cause of malaria. 200 years later, it was found that some diseases are caused by tiny living organisms. In 1878, Laveran began to search for the cause of malaria. He took small amount of blood from malarial patient and examined it under microscope. He noticed some tiny living creatures. His discovery was not believed by other scientists. 2 years later, another physician saw the same creatures in the blood of another malarial patient. 3 years later, after the second discovery, the same creatures were observed for third time. The organism was given a name Plasmodium. In the last part of 19th century, many different causes of malaria were being suggested. By that time, there were 4 major observations about malaria, which were: malaria and marshy areas have some relation. Quinine is an effective drug for treating malaria. Drinking the water of marshes does not cause malaria. Plasmodium is seen in the blood of malarial patients. Students, we know that a scientist uses whatever information and observation he has and makes one or more hypotheses. The hypothesis made in this case was Plasmodium is the cause of malaria. Scientist does not know whether his hypothesis is true or not, but he accepts it may be true and make deductions. One of the deductions from the above hypothesis was: if Plasmodium is the cause of malaria, then all persons ill with malaria should have Plasmodium in their blood. The next step was to test the deduction through experiments, which were designed as: blood of 100 malarial patients was examined under microscope. Malarial patient group known as experimental group. For the purpose of having a control group, the blood of 100 healthy persons was also examined under microscope. The results were very clear and showed that almost all malarial patients had Plasmodium in their blood, while 7 out of 100 healthy persons also had Plasmodium in their blood. We know that Plasmodium in the blood of healthy people was in incubation period. Incubation period, the period between the entry of parasite in the host and the appearance of symptoms. Result of these experiments was Plasmodium is the cause of malaria. Next, biological problem was to learn about how Plasmodium gets into blood of man. Biologists were having following observations. Malaria is associated with marshes. Drinking water of marshes does not cause malaria. From these observations, it can be concluded that Plasmodium was not in the marsh water, but it must be carried by something that comes to marsh water. In 1883, a physician A.F.A. King listed 20 observations. Some important observations of King were: people who slept outdoors were more likely to get malaria than those who slept indoors. People who slept under fine nets were less likely to get malaria than those who did not use such nets. Individuals who slept near a smoky fire usually did not get malaria. On the basis of these observations, King suggested a hypothesis, which was mosquitoes transmit Plasmodium and so are involved in the spread of malaria. Following deductions were made considering hypothesis as a true. If mosquitoes are involved in the spread of malaria, then Plasmodium should be present in mosquitoes. A mosquito can get Plasmodium by biting a malarial patient. In order to test the above deductions, Ronald Rose, a British Army physician, worked in India in 1880s, performed important experiment. He allowed female Anopheles mosquito to bite a malarial patient. He killed mosquitoes some days later and found Plasmodium multiplying in mosquito's stomach. In his experiment number 2, he used sparrows as a test specimen because scientists avoid using human beings for experiments when results can be so serious. He allowed a female Culex mosquito to bite on the sparrows suffering from malaria. Some of the mosquitoes were killed and studied at various times. Rose found that Plasmodium multiplied in the stomach wall and then moved into mosquitoes' salivary glands. Some mosquitoes were allowed to bite healthy sparrows. He found Plasmodium in sparrows' blood. Later on, hypothesis was tested on humans. Students, Ronald Rose used Anopheles mosquitoes for human beings and Culex mosquito for sparrows. Results of Ronald Rose experiments are: it was confirmed that mosquitoes transmit Plasmodium and spread malaria. Students, female mosquitoes need the blood of mammals or birds for the maturation of their eggs. Interesting information. Students, when a female mosquito pierces the skin with her mouth parts, she injects a small amount of saliva into the wound before drawing blood. The saliva prevents the blood from clotting in her food canal. The welts that appear after the mosquito leaves is not a reaction to wound, but an allergic reaction to saliva. In most cases, the itching sensation and swellings subside within several hours. Students, nowadays dengue fever also caused by a mosquito which is known as Aedes mosquito. Important short questions related to our two-day lecture. First, what is meant by word malaria? What were the observations of AFA King? What is the relationship between malaria and marshy places? What are the symptoms of malaria? What is the contribution of flaviarin with respect to malaria? What is the vector of malaria in all mosquitoes cause malaria? Now, recap of our two-day lecture. Students, in our two-day lecture, we discussed malaria as an example of biological method. Malaria is a mosquito-borne infectious disease that affects humans and other animals. Malaria symptoms include fever, chill, headache, nausea, diarrhea, etc. Malaria is caused by single-celled microorganism known as Plasmodium. The disease is most common spread by an infected female Anopheles mosquito in human beings, while in sparrows through Culex mosquito. The mosquito bite introduces the parasite from the mosquito saliva into the person's blood. The parasite travel to the liver where they mature and reproduce. After reproduction, Plasmodium causes disease.